What an extraordinary 5 years it's been. Now Mahrez wins the ball back. Gundogan has it. Suddenly City in with a chance already, and they might well take the lead through Edozie. Well, he scored in his previous 2 pre-season friendlies against Preston and Barnsley, and he's done it again, Sam Edozie. And what a start that is. 3rd minute, and the Blues in front already, and it all came about because Blackpool were trying to play out from the back. Mahrez picked it off, Gundogan on the spin, and then it just broke on the ricochet for Sam Edozie. And he has now scored in 3 pre-season to Nathan Ake, and Fernandinho trying to get on the end. It's gone all the way through and out for a goal kick. And now Mendy, and now Gundogan trying to just guide it through for Knight. Here's Edozie. Certainly not afraid to take players on, Sam Edozie. Here's Riyad Mahrez. It's a super ball in. It might well be the 2nd goal. It's just about smuggled away for the corner. Oh, what's been given here? I think Knight's been penalised, and it's a free kick to Blackpool. Knight felt that the decision should have gone the other way. Mahrez's teasing ball. Not easy to spot the offence that Knight committed there. Oh, handball, that's what it is. Handball for controlling it. And now as Palmer's continued his run, Mahrez drifts inside in that wonderful way that he does. João Cancelo then tried to poke it through to Palmer. And Blackpool try and build a counter-attack, and the flag has stayed down, and this might be promising for the visitors, and their first chance is skied by Josh Bowler. Well, it was a pacey counter-attack from Blackpool, and all of a sudden City had a little bit of defending to do, and Bowler in the centre put his shot over the bar. Little scare there for City. Breaks off him, and Blackpool have it with Lavery. Tries to get beyond Diaz. The referee says that's a penalty. Diaz had a little nibble, says the referee. Lavery takes a tumble. Blackpool have the penalty. Well, in pre-season you iron out the kinks and get the rustiness out of your system. So Ruben Diaz can be afforded that, as Garbett tries to tuck in the penalty, and he's dispatched it sweetly. Zach Steffen went one way, the ball very firmly into the roof of the other side of the net, and Blackpool have done what their 2 previous championship opponents couldn't, and they have scored. And it is 1-1. Okay, now Fernandinho. Support from João Cancelo. Scooped passes, inch perfect to Riyad Mahrez. Back to João Cancelo. Well, it was a nice combination between the 2, who've really been combining sweetly in both the previous pre-season friendlies. Mahrez and João Cancelo very much on each other's wavelength, and I suspect the right back will be a little disappointed that he couldn't get that lower, and maybe test out Stuart Moore in the Blackpool goal. Here's João Cancelo into the path of Palmer, and back to João Cancelo. Opens up to be hit, and he'll be so disappointed that it kind of came off the right-hand side, the outside of his boot, rather than the instep, because he was in a glorious position to score. Look at the way he drives forward and almost demands the pass from Palmer, and then his technique lets him down right at the end. Just slices off the outside of his boot and away from goal rather than toward it. Everything up to the point of strike was magnificent. Okay. Gundogan. Edozie. This time Sinclair wins the duel. Edozie's back at him though. really well played. Here's Gundogan. Went for the curling shot to the far post. And he just gets his sights wrong. Little grimace on his face because he always backs himself from this kind of position. Changing the angle of the play to bring in Mahrez. Giao Cancelo, great run, well found by Mahrez. Giao Cancelo, and still, oh, he just tried to almost toe-bung it into that near post area. Stuart Moore read it, got there, stopped him. Look at the way he slips beyond Carey and just tries to prod it inside that near post. But Stuart Moore was equal to it. Mahrez again. Final seconds of the first half. 1 minute of added time. Mahrez picks out Fernandinho. Confirmation of that 1 minute. Oh, it's unlucky. Both Palmer and Mahrez menacingly poised, but the ball gathered pace and just went and eluded them beyond the byline. City. He's a pacey live wire, an attacking-minded player. I'm pretty sure it's he who has crept onto the field. Anyway, here's Mahrez for City. Terrific finish. And he keeps his goal-a-game record up in pre-season as well. Well, Edozie and Mahrez scored against Preston a week ago. They were both on the score sheet against Barnsley on Saturday. And now they're both on the score sheet against Blackpool. And what a wonderful finish that was. Can't underestimate how difficult to finish that is, because there's only one place that he can actually put this, because Grimshaw has the angles covered. And with his weaker foot, very left-footed player Mahrez, he has just guided that ever so gently and ever so precisely into the net, although Grimshaw did get a piece of it, and City are back in front. At a point where Carey was thinking about where he was going to place his shot beyond Stefan, all of a sudden Fernandinho had taken the ball from him. That is why City fans all over the world are delighted he signed an extension to his contract at the Etihad Stadium. Cluttered up. Here's Palmer. Now Gundogan. Now Edozie. Oh, he just thought about planting that in the corner. Fernandinho's not going to get there, but he manages to poke it through to Mahrez. Deflection on the cross. Gundogan across the face of the goal. And Blackpool happy to thump it anywhere through KC, and it actually ended up in the possession of Lavery. Is deflected, and my goodness, that clearance from K comes to being an own goal. This was the previous attempt when Mahrez guided it in and Gundogan played it into the area. Tried to just nudge it across the face of the goal, Gundogan. And this was the near own goal. It really could have gone into the back of the net from KC. City have taken the corner meanwhile, and Diaz almost gets there, and Ake does as well. Neither do. And it goes out for a goal kick. Another wicked ball into the box. And look how close both Diaz and Ake were to getting to Mahrez's delightful swung ball into the far stick. Beautiful flight on this ball from Mahrez. Oh, agony for both Diaz and Ake. Here's Mahrez for City. He was bundled to the floor. The referee eventually gives City the free kick. And again, it's a little ball into Gundogan. That is magnificent. The vision from Mahrez, the ghosting run from İlkay Gundogan. And it is 3-1 to the Blues. Look at the quick thinking of Mahrez here. Equally so, Gundogan. Those are exactly the kind of runs that made Gundogan such a prolific scorer last season. He's almost unnoticed by the Blackpool players, who by the time they did see him, it was too late. And Gundogan was prodding it into the corner of the net. And City lead by 3-1. So Edozie still attacking from the left, Mahrez from the right, Bernardo Silva on the same side as Mahrez. The two of them have combined so many times from that City right. Anyway, here's Edozie down the City left. He has Palmer by the centre spot, at the penalty spot. And he brings in Fernandinho to hit it, and the deflection almost took it into the net. And Grimshaw made the save. Nicely teed up by Edozie. And Fernandinho hit it crisply. It struck the legs of Casey. And Grimshaw made the save. Bernardo Silva. Eaten to it by Bowler, though. Tried to thread it through to Lavery, but excellent intervention from Giao Cancelo. Here's Romeo Lavia. Here's Mahrez. Probably touched the ball more than anyone out there this evening. Giao Cancelo up towards Gundogan. Again he's stolen in, again he's finished. Well, last season was certainly no flash in the pan. City's top scorer always seems to time his runs to perfection. And with players like Mahrez around, those runs aren't unnoticed. This time played in by Giao Cancelo. Gets beyond the last defender and just taps it past Grimshaw. Gets his second goal of the evening. City's fourth. And, well, how good a finisher has İlkay Gundogan demonstrated himself to be in the last 12 months. Hello. And Mendy's taken the armband. Here's Bernardo Silva and on to Giao Cancelo, and just beyond Cole Palmer. And City have a corner. And it was 1-1 at half-time. City are threatening to